Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding Everyday, where we make coding a habit. When I named this channel Coding Everyday, the intention was to make coding a habit. So I used to solve my problems through coding. So like everyday challenges that I get, some calculations or something, I used to solve it by writing some programs. So yesterday I got another opportunity. So it's today 2nd of February, and on 1st of February the budget was announced, and in the budget some changes to new tax slabs have been announced. So I got the opportunity to compare the old tax slab with the new one that was announced yesterday. So that kind of motivated me to create a tax comparator. Okay, so that we can compare with old and this new tax regime, and we can decide it. So I thought it's a good opportunity to create a JavaScript project. So today we will create a tax comparator, and it will be completely a JavaScript project, and we will create it completely from scratch. Okay, so let's get started. So I have my VS Code open, as you can see, and I have created this folder tax comparator 23. Okay, so to get started, I'll create it index.js file and one index.html file. Index.html. So this is our first project, and this video may be longer, but it's not decided yet. Like I haven't decided if this will be a one video or it is going to be a series of video. Depending upon the recording time, how much does it take, I will decide on splitting the video, but I'm going to record it at once. Okay, so in our index.html, we'll make use of emmet to get some basic boilerplate code. Okay, so in the title we will add our title ced tax comparator 23. Alright, and we need an src tag as well. So script tag we need, and I'll write src is equal to index.js. So this project is going to be completely on JavaScript, not on React or React Native. Although I wanted to make it in React, but then due to time limits, and I want to make it as quick as possible and simple, I chose to go with normal JavaScript. Alright, so we imported our index.js and we deferred this script tag. Okay, so now let's create some UI, and for VUI, what we can do is we can split our window. I have live server installed. So in VS Code we have an extension live server. So that comes in handy. So I have installed that. So I'll open with live server. Alright, so this is our page. I'll open the inspect window as well. Alright, so we are ready to start. So let's say inside our body I want an h1 tag. So publicity is necessary, right? So cd will be my tag, the logo, but there is something wrong. Okay, so it just confuses itself with the React, I guess. So ced seems like a JSX tag. So I need an h2. Okay, and inside h2 I'll write coding every day. Okay, that's it for publicity. And I'm going to add another h1 here. Okay, so I'll write tax comparator, which is updated with the 2023 budget. Alright, so after that we will start with UI. So I'll create a div. Okay, so we will not be using much of a CSS here, so it's going to be just a simple one to see what we have done till now. So this is our UI till now. Okay, I have also installed Prettier, so my code gets formatted automatically according to whatever I write. In that I'll write div, and I'll have a label, and label will have annual salary. Okay, annual salary, and I'll have an input as well. Okay, input. Now the input, I'm thinking to give it an ID of salary. Oops, spelling mistake, salary. So sorry about that. There will be a value attached to it. Let's say initially the value is 0. Okay, and do we need a placeholder? Let's skip the placeholder, and I'll add a name here, annual salary. Right, so this is our salary here. I'll add okay, let's leave it like this. So I'll copy this one, copy it, paste it here. Okay, and the next property is going to be deductions. Okay, so for deduction I'll add another h2. Let's say add, and we'll add deductions. Alright, so we have the deductions here. It's in place of annual salary, we'll write what do we need to write. Okay, so get started with the standard deduction. Okay, standard deduction. Okay, same, I'll copy it from here. Okay, so standard deduction, and I made a mistake here as well, so sorry about that. So you will be seeing a lot of mistakes from my side, and ID will be, let's say std will be reduction, this one. Okay, so value, the government of India provides us with the standard deduction of 50,000. Okay, and I don't want this to be changed, right? So I'll disable this. Okay, disable. Now can I change it? No. That's good. Then we'll move on to next. Then we will have the most famous ATC. Okay, so I'll have this ATC. What is happening? Why? Control D, ATC. Okay, so ATC, and the input ID, I'll add ATC here as well. The value, let's keep it as 0. Okay, and what else we need? We need to remove this disabled. Let's format this code so that will be easy. Okay, it's not happening okay till now. So I need to add only numbers, so I don't want my user to add the alphabet values here. And what else do we need? I need a minimum value of 0 and maximum value of 1,50,000. So the value of ATC that we have is 1,80,000. Okay, and type is number. We have the value. Okay, so moving on to next. What else common deduction that we have here is NPS ATCCD1B. Okay, well, control D. Okay, NPS ATCCD, and it's 1B. The name may be wrong. Okay, I'll just change this one. Side NPS ATCCD1B. Cool. The value is again 0. It will be your type of number. Minimum I need is 0. Maximum it's 50,000. Okay, so I don't want my user to enter more than 50,000 value. Okay, I can add a class here as well. I'll add a class here as well. Deductions, right? Yeah, the spelling is correct. And I'll copy this deduction from here to here as well. Okay, that's great. Okay, this is the work of prettier code extension. So let's copy this one again from dev to dev. Now I have so sometimes the employer also provides NPS, right? So it's around 12% of your basic salary. So it's the employer's NPS. Employer, you'll write NPS employer. Now the value will be 0. Here I can write employer, and maximum I don't need it. Maybe maximum can be anything, right? So let's leave that. Again, copy it. Copy, paste it, and then we have the house rent agreement, HRA, right? So its deduction ID will be HRA. Value is again 0. Name of employer HRL. This and name as HRA. Type is also a number. Minimum is 0. Maximum there is. I don't think there is a limit. Okay, then again copy this. Then we'll move on to the health insurance. ATD, and name will be ATD. Okay, so minimum maximum I'm not providing a maximum value because you can add multiples ATD as well. So like I guess it's for individual it's 25,000, for individuals above 60 there is some another limit, so I don't remember it now, so that's why I'm not providing this value. It depends upon you. So one of the next most common deduction that users claim is the home loan, right? Housing demand is on the rise, so we'll add home loan as well. Okay, home loan interest I'll add. Okay, so you get 80 something 80B or something is there that you get on home loan interest. Okay, so ID will be home loan, value will be 0, name will be this again. Okay, type will be a number, minimum is 0, there is no maximum. Okay, there is a maximum value for this. There is no need to copy. Max is equal to 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is the max value of home loan deduction that a single individual can claim. After that, we have this div. So I'll add a button here. It's a normal button. Calculate. I'll add the thing as calculate, and ID, let's keep it as a calculate BTN, right? Okay, so this is our okay. So button came next to this input. So we'll wrap this button in a div. Let's copy this one, Ctrl X and Ctrl V. Now it's good. Okay, so we have this. So our UI is almost ready, but I think we can add some error message and the calculate value. For that, I will add here a div. Okay, so I'll give it the ID of errors. Okay, and I'll add a div here, giving it a ID of results. Okay, so just to be sure, I have this already planned. So okay, so let's